at 11:20.
We are doing great, and we see your comment.
That's a great question, Elizabeth.
It sounds like you are asking about the next set of questions. You want to know what questions 11 through 20 are about. That is correct. That next section is called daily routine. Okay, let's unpack this daily routine section.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
I get up at 5 in the morning.
Whoa, that is early, Elizabeth.
Thank you for sharing that detail.
You just answered question 11 for us.
That is fantastic.
Question 11 is, what time do you wake up?
And you said, I get that 5 in the morning.
Okay, let's unpack this a little. What's fascinating here is the phrasing. It's designed to practice the simple present tense. We heard you say, I get that 5. Hey, yeah, what's up?
Just breakfast.
That's right, breakfast is next. Thank you for the reminder, Elizabeth. You were thinking ahead, which is great. We heard you say, I get that 5 in the morning. We would usually say, I wake up at 5, or I wake up at 5 in the morning. Remember, we use at for exact times. Like, I wake up at 7 o'clock. Waking up at 5 a.m. definitely shows dedication. You are starting your day very early. Since you brought up breakfast, let's jump right into the breakfast questions. We are still in the daily routine section.
I have coffee in the bread, in the eggs.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That sounds like a great breakfast, Elizabeth.
Thank you for sharing what you eat. That means you answered question 13 for us.
Question 13 is, what do you eat for breakfast?
You mentioned coffee and eggs. And we heard you say, I have coffee in the red in the eggs.
Okay, let's unpack this a little bit.
What's fascinating here is the small errors.
This is great practice for simple present verbs.
We usually say, I drink coffee for liquids.
Remember, we use eat for food like eggs.
So you could say, I drink coffee and I eat eggs. And we don't need it in the red there. Maybe you meant you like red things. Like hot sauce or a red mug for coffee. What a great detail to share about your morning. That answers question 13, so we can skip it. We know you eat breakfast, which was question 12.
Now we can focus on question 14.
Which is related to your coffee comment.
Question 14 is, do you drink coffee or tea in the morning?
Since you mentioned coffee, the answer is yes. Oh, yeah,
Yes, I have coffee.
Thank you for confirming that. That is fantastic, Elizabeth. You are confirming your answer to question 14. The question was, do you drink coffee or tea? And you confirmed, yes, I have coffee. We heard you say it. And yes, I have coffee. What's fascinating here is the use of was. Since this is your daily habit, we use the simple present. You can just say, yes, I have coffee. Or, yes, I drink coffee. This is great practice for simple present verbs. Remember we use drink for liquids like coffee? So we can confirm you drink coffee. That means we can skip that question too. You are speeding us right through this section. We are still in the daily routine section. We learned you wake up at 5 a.m. and you eat eggs and drink coffee. Now we are focusing on your travel habits. Since you wake up at 5 a.m., you must leave early. So question 15, what time do you go to work or school? Tell us the time you leave your house. What time do you go to your job or study?
Oh, yeah.
I go to a school at 6:20 in the morning.
What a fantastic answer, Elizabeth.
You are so fast at these questions.
You just answered question 15 for us.
That is correct. Question 15 is,
what time do you go to work or school?
And you told us I go to a school at 6.
What's fascinating here is the use of a school. When talking about going to your specific school, you usually don't need the A. You can just say, I go to school at 6, or I go to work at 6. Since you wake up at 5, leaving at 6 makes sense. That is very early dedication. Okay, let's unpack question 16 now. We can skip question 15 since you answered it. Question 16 is next. How do you go to work or school? By car, Oh yeah, let's hear it.
I have to go out in the white for the
That's
food.
completely understandable, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for joining us today. It sounds like you need to leave now. We really appreciate you sharing all those details. You gave us so many great answers. You answered all of our greetings questions, and most of the daily routine section, too.
We learned you wake up at 5 a.m.
You leave the school at 6 a.m.
And you eat eggs and drink coffee.
What a fantastic start to the day.
We were just about to ask question 16.
Question 16 is about how you travel there. Like, how do you go to school? By car, by bus, or maybe you walk. If you need to go out now, that's okay. We can keep the rest of the questions short. You can answer them quickly next time. We'll wrap up the daily routine section for you. We just had a few questions left. Like, do you take the bus? That's question 17.
Or do you drive a car? Question 18.
These are yes or no questions.
We're going to ask about lunch, too. Oh, back to our listener.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have the boost.
Ah, what a wonderful interjection. Thank you, Elizabeth. That is so helpful. You just answered 2 questions at once. That is fantastic. Question 17 was, do you take the bus? And you said, yes, I have the post. Okay, let's unpack this a little.
What's fascinating here is the connection.
We heard I have the post.
Maybe you meant I take the bus.
Remember, we use take for transportation.
Like I take the bus to school.
Or I go by bus. But you confirmed yes to question 17. So we know you travel by bus. That means we can skip question 17. And question 18, do you drive a car?
The answer is likely no if you take... Oh, go for it.
No, I can't drive car.
No, you can't drive a car.
Thank you for that clarification.
We heard you say, no, I can't ride car.
What's fascinating here is the verb choice.
In English, for driving, we use the verb drive.
So you would say, no, I can't drive a car.
That confirms our thought process. If you take the bus, you probably don't drive. It's good to know your travel habits, Elizabeth. And thank you for correcting your sentence. You are picking up on this detail so fast. That is the goal of this practice. You are speeding us right through the list.
We were going to ask about lunch, too.
Since you are going out, we can wrap up fast. Question 19 is next. What time do you have lunch? You'll be back from school by lunchtime. Can you tell us the time quickly? Like, do you eat at noon? What time do you have lunch? Good. And the final one, question 20, do you cook at home?
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
I have lunch at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Thank you so much for answering that, Elizabeth. You are unstoppable today. You just answered question 19 for us. That is correct. Question 19 is, what time do you have lunch? And you said, I have launched at 2:30. What's fascinating here is the time detail. You eat lunch at 2:30 in the afternoon. That's a bit later than noon, but great timing. The phrase we usually use is, I have lunch, or I eat lunch at 2:30. We use the word lunch as the verb. We heard you say launched, which sounds like lunch, but the correct verb is just have or eat. Remember, we use at for the specific time. So I have lunch at 2:30. This is great practice for simple present verbs. We talked about using drink for coffee earlier, and using drive for the car, not write.
It sounds like you are picking up the verb patterns.
That answers question 19.
We just have one question left in this section.
Question 20 is next.
Do you cook at home?
Well, you're curious if you cook your eggs, since you mentioned this for breakfast.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yes, I like to cook.
Oh, that is an enthusiastic yes. Thank you so much for answering that. You just answered question 20 for us. Question 20 was, do you cook at home? And you confirmed, yes, I like to. That is fantastic. It confirms you cook your eggs. We were curious if you cook your eggs. What's fascinating here is the use of po. I use the full answer form. You could just say, yes, I do. Or, yes, I cook at home. But yes, I like works perfectly. It shows you enjoy the activity. You did an amazing job with simple present verb. Yep, go on.
Thank you, goodbye.
Oh, thank you, Elizabeth, and goodbye for now.
Thank you for joining us today.
We really appreciate you participating.
That was a wonderful way to wrap up.
You just